Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Uh, Today we will discuss the mass transit system as our topic. Our subject is about urban mass transportation. And so since we need uh, what should be done to move people from one place to another. So conventionally, this system of traffic is known as mass transit. It means the movement of people within urban areas using group travel technologies such as buses and trains. So anything buses and trains is, is a type of mass transit. Now, the essential feature is that many people are carried in the same vehicle or maybe some other attached vehicle, uh, whether it be bus or train. So what happens is that a greater efficiency is obtained with lesser space, and the it's an economical way of people to travel because whatever cost is incurred, it is divided among the people. The opportunity, uh, it is an opportunity to spend more money to provide better service of both. This is why we plan a mass transit system. Now, this can be operated by the public or maybe privately. This can be a profit-making companies or by the government or the quasi government agencies that may not operate for profit. Whether public or private, services are subsidized because they cannot cover all their costs from the fare charge to their riders. Because this public transport or this mass transit is for masses of the people. Generally, if we can notice the riders, the economic conditions of the riders, we will find that the, maybe middle class and lower middle class that most of the time could not afford the private vehicles obtain this are facilitated with this service, and then that's why uh, the government has to subsidize these prices. The other way of subsidizing uh, is the other way of subsidizing is to ensure the availability of the transport, control to making cities efficient and desirable places in which to live. So what we were discussing is about the urban mass transportation. And sorry for the break. So this is how you plan the mass transit systems. The importance of the mass transportation system in supporting urban life differs among cities, depending largely on the role played by its chief competitor, the private automobile. The transportation system by introduction of mass transportation, the transportation services in the city define the alternative from which traveler must choose the activities that is available to them and the places to which they can go. So the transportation available to an individual is the collective result of the government policy, the overall demand for the travel, competition among different modes, and the resource available to each individual to buy services. These transportation service differs after the character and quality of urban life, which can differ among individuals who have access to different kinds and amount of transportation service. Let's let's define, let's describe what are the different type of mass transportation system in other areas. So let's see what are the different transportation system that is being existing all over the world. And thereafter, we will describe what out of those systems that are existing are operating in Pakistan. So bus systems uh, is the is the conventional way of transportation system for years. It serves as the specific routes within a city, and its efficiency is largely governed uh, by by the people. It has got majority of the stops. Then there is an express buses that travel longer distances with few stops. They often connect suburbs or outlying areas. Then there is a bus rapid transit that has a dedicated lanes of priority at the intersections to improve speed and reliability, and often includes modern amenities like low floor buses and real-time updates. Extension of the bus system is the light rail system. This actually needs special guideways, uh, and then it gets characterized as the trams. They are turned on the tracks within the city streets, and it's like buses that local buses that have frequent stops, and they can be existing integrated into existing road traffic or run on a dedicated tracks. Then there is a light rail transit. It has a dedicated tracks, often with higher speeds and fewer stops. It is used for both urban and suburban travel. Then there is heavy rails. They have special right of ways. Uh, Most of the heavy rails are the subways. They are underground rail systems designed for high capacity and high frequency. And it is designed in a densely populated areas. They have are shielded from other road traffic. Then there is a commuter trains. They again serve longer distances between suburbs and urban centers. They often operate on tracks shared with the freight trains. Uh, the next form of transport system is the high-speed rail. They are designed for intercity travel, and they have exceeding 155 miles per hour. These systems have dedicated tracks and advanced signaling system. Then there are cable cars. They are ride on the cables, often used in hilly or mountainous areas. They provide scenic views and can serve as a tourist attractions. There is a funiculars, inclined railway that move up and down, often used in hilly areas. Then we come to the monorails. These have, unlike the conventional train guided system, it has all got only one rail in which the trains are guided, where we can say, we cannot say run, actually it is guided by magnetic field. It is uh, all above the ground, and they are used in rural environments for short distance travel. Then there is personal rapid transit. They are a small travel-less vehicles that operate on dedicated tracks, typically used in airports, business districts, or large campuses to transport people. Apart from this road transit system, we have the water transit system in which there are passenger ferries to transport passengers across bodies of water. Uh, they are frequently used in cities with significant waterways. Then again, within that system, there are taxis as well, what we call them as the water taxis. It provides flexible and often on-demand water transport in urban area with extensive waterways. Then we have a bike share system. This provides access to bicycles at various stations, allow users to pick up and drop a bike at different locations. Then, last but not least, is the people mover system. They are automated walkways, often found in airports, convention centers, or large shopping complexes. To conclude, each type of mass transit system has its strength and its reason based on factors such as population, density, geography, and specific transportation needs. Often cities use a combination of these systems to create a comprehensive and efficient public transportation network. Now let's discuss what are the types of transit operating in Pakistan. In Pakistan, we have local buses and mini buses. They are used for daily commuting with the cities, operate on fixed routes with frequent stops, often crowded, uh, and they most of the time doesn't follow the traffic rules. They stop wherever they want, and uh, they they ride without any speed limit sometimes. There are long distance buses. They connect different cities and regions. They are usually comfortable and offer varying levels of service. Coaches, they provide long distance travels and they are air conditioned and comfortable seating. The Sindh government has uh, introduced a new system, the gender based buses. We call them as pink buses, and they are exclusively for the women. And it's the urban mass transport bus system of its first kind, I think, in the world that only the females uh, are offered to be seated, and it's a very uh, good innovative way to travel masses, especially the women from one place to another place. We have, a metro system as well. We have in Lahore metro systems known as orange buses, orange lines. They operated on dedicated lanes, provide rapid transit service within Lahore. A very good service, although it's very subsidized. Then there is a Karachi Metro. This is the oldest system of transport system. Actually, we can say that it was the first of Asia, in Asian when it was introduced in way back in 1970, 75, I guess. And it is a very key urban transport used along, uh, operate around the periphery of the city, and we were traveling one time, traveling many people and facilitating people from the suburbs to the main place of working. The only center-based district on those days were along at Emigena Road or Meriwether Tower. Uh, but because of some operation difficulties, it has been abandoned. However, people are still thinking of revitalization of Karachi Metro, Karachi Circular Railways. Uh, then there is an Orange Line Metro that is a modern light rail system that operates on elevated track and provide efficient transport system across the country. In then there is Pakistan Railways. Also, it provides some intercity and regional train services uh, of the transportation network, especially in Punjab. It operates very well within the Punjab cities or within the extremes of Lahore city. There. Uh, then there's suburban trains that operate under in cities like Karachi, connected suburbs with the suburban centers. Then there is a ride sharing taxis and this ride sharing services Careem and Uber operate in major cities. There is a new service called Yango as well now. We have drive-in and they are more flexible transportation system. Apart from that, there is another type. There is a traditional taxis that are available in cities, so they are often considered less rare. But sometimes these traditional taxis are now have a ride sharing method of communicating in which they transport people, four people from various places. So, though it's not a mass transit system, but it's a small part they share. We have for years now, right, rickshaws, three-wheel mounted motorized for short trips. They are popular and affordable mode of transportation. Even they are cheaper than we have the buses and minibuses. Then, we had another type of rickshaw. We have what we call chinchis. They have motorbike attached to this carriage system. They were very risky, but still they were affordable. Then we have cycle rickshaws, pedal powered rickshaws that more eco-friendly option for a shorter distance travel. We used to had, this horse or animal travel vehicles in the cities, but now they are obsolete. Yeah, they are now used for joyride, but still there are this transport system is also existing in some of the older cities. Then we have the specialized transit systems used in specific areas such as cable car in Gadani area of Balochistan, and then we had these cable cars between in the KP case. They are not of very modern type, and they are used by people from one place to another for the work. So in some areas they are used for amusement as well. Now, people, some cities are experimenting with bicycle sharing schemes. So these are not widespread. Uh, one of the public sector university in Karachi, like Kennedy University, they have also got one system that in which the students can borrow this bicycle for riding for a day. They had a stop and they can, when they go back, they head it over to that place. Then there are intercity buses, the Demo Express, Vessel Hoover, they are obviously, they are not, they are part of mass transport system, but when we talk about this urban mass transportation, obviously we are mostly focused within the city. But again, this uh, luxury buses are very common to move the people intercity travel. Then there is a motorbike rentals are available, providing a flexible and comfortable transportation system. Um, Now people have come up with this bike here or drive-in in Django as well, in which people are transporting from one place to another. Again, this not only the mass transportation system, but in some places, Karachi, they are also serving for others options like delivery of rations and all food stuff from one place to another place or delivering those online services. So that's a wide range of transportation systems within cities to long distance travel. And with ongoing to improve and expand public transport infrastructure across the country. So we stop here about the type of master solutions.